Hey CFISD, I'm here for another episode of People and Programs, and we're here in Ram Nation. Hey, it's welding time now. What do you got for me?
I got some glasses for you, so
right.
because we gotta have glasses. This is probably gonna be a little big.
Oh, this makes me scared. Am I gonna do something?
Only if you want to.
All right, I want to.
All right. Welcome. So we weld in here. We all positions, pretty much all materials.
Yeah.
So kids come in. We start with safety. They just got done with OSHA. We got a few of them still working on it. We start with some flat welds that most of them have got done with. This is a mix of welding 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I mean, this is kind of organized
I'm welding
chaos.
1.5.
That's okay.
No.
Half.
Just a half.
It's kind of organized chaos because nobody is at the same spot.
Yeah.
Some pick it up faster, some pick it up slower. So there's a lot of peer learning in here as well. The welding 2 kids typically bring those welding 1 kids up, which is, I can tell them all day long to do something, but when they see it from a buddy or from somebody else,
Oh yeah.
I do, to me, we're a family in here. We got to work together.
Yeah.
We start out on flat. We move to the fillet welds, which are the T-welds.
Okay.
And then we move to the groove welds, which are the ones with the gap in between the 2 of them.
Okay.
These guys over here are working on their 3G, which on a 3G, if they can do that, then they can pretty well do whatever they need to do.
So do you have to have some kind of experience before you come into your class?
There are some prerequisites.
Yeah.
Either my ag mechanics class or next door's engineering or precision metals or something like that. We're very lucky in that we have a lot of business partners. And most of these kids that want a job out of high school, welding or whatever, I get it for them before they even graduate.
So it's a pretty in demand field then, right?
Oh, absolutely. We work with several different companies that hire our kids. You go up and down 529 right here, it's all manufacturing.
So what kind of beginning salary, hourly rate do you think they can get coming out of your class?
So if they're going in entry level, then you can expect to be somewhere between 25 and 30.
Yeah.
On the high end of that, I have several students that came out and 2 years removed from one of them, the year that he graduated, he was over 100.
Wow.
And then I've got several students that are now a few years removed and they're over 100.
Yeah.
That's working. But you get kids in here, they want to work. So we do still spend a little time, and you'll see the stick welding.
Yeah.
We spend a little time on that, but for the most part, we go MIG and flux.
So for our audience, what is MIG and flux?
So MIG welding is gas metal arc welding. Flux welding is flux core arc welding.
Okay.
And the flux core is a wire form of the stick welding.
Okay.
It's got a wire that comes out with a flux core.
Yeah.
So you still have to chip it. MIG welding, it's just, you got a gas coming out that covers that weld to keep it pure, and you don't have to chip it. So
what kind of businesses can you work with knowing how to weld?
all manufacturing has some type of welding. So
Okay.
those guys I told you are making over 100, they're building red iron buildings.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
We have,
we're
like I
doing
say,
it.
we have a lot of fun, and it's fun to see these guys in here enjoying it and getting them built up. This is Daniel Ospina.
How are you?
He's one of our Welding 2 students. He's probably one of my top students. So you're gonna learn or teach him, do a little welding with him, okay?
So pretty much the MIG process is a little bit easier than the stick process because pretty much you have the wire feeding the whole time, so you don't have to like keep pushing the rod in as you feed it.
Okay.
So it's a little bit easier than stick. If you want me to, I could do one. And then,
Yeah. All right, we got to have this stuff down.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So pretty much I'm gonna do one right here. I'm gonna start from right here and run it to like right around here.
Okay.
Oh wow.
So explain to him what you were doing.
It looked like you were
So
kind of
pretty
moving
much
back
with
and
the way
forth a little bit.
I was doing it was I was going side to side. I could have went a little bit more side to side to kind of flatten that out some more.
Uh-huh.
But I was pretty much doing a side to side motion the whole time.
I could see that, but man, it is so bright in there. How do you see where you're going?
I mean, like pretty much you gotta get used to it after a while.
Okay.
You get used to it.
I could see the light, and I could see the fact that he's moving back and forth. But I couldn't see where he was actually going.
Yeah, you're not moving fast enough, and you need to like weave it out some more. So you gotta walk it out some more.
Okay.
like that, so you can get to lay down.
Okay.
Pretty much a side-to-side motion the whole way as you're going
And
back.
you were holding it like this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much, you can hold it whatever you feel most comfortable with. Some people hold it like this. Some people hold it from back here.
You can control it a little bit better.
Yeah.
Looks like it.
In my fingers, yeah.
Okay. All right, here we go.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did I do wrong? Everything?
Before you started,
Yeah.
you already pulling the trigger, so I started hitting the table.
So once you pull that trigger, once you're ready, call her cover. Everybody around you know pull their hood down, and then pull that trigger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cover.
I'll take it. Go a little bit slower.
Wow.
There you
Okay.
go.
Well, that's better. Yeah. It doesn't.
Another couple hours, and you'll be passing.
That's pretty
certification
cool.
tests.
Tell me how you got into this.
So pretty much, I got into this a while. It's been a while ago. I got into this because of my older brother, seeing him compete, and it really inspired me to do it. And then seeing him now, the way he works for himself.
All right. Thank you guys. So thank you for letting me come and.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure.
Hey, if someone wanted to get into this, where should they start in terms of high school experience? Or
Take advantage of the classes that are offered at the schools, whether it's the intro level engineering classes,
Yeah.
ag mechanics. Take advantage of those.
all right. So I understand that the Ram Nation welding was pretty much spot on. That was the thing that really got blown up into the district, and you guys had a lot of success early on. Tell us a little bit about that.
So industry came to me and was like, we want to help you do this. So we did. We started our welding contest, and from there it exploded. From that, we formed the Texas High School Welding Series with 7 other teachers across the state, and I was the founding president for that deal. Now, and the reason for that,
Wait a second. You were the founding president for the whole
Yes.
state of Texas.
for the Texas High School Welding Series.
Here in
Yes.
Cyfair ISD at Ram Nation.
Yes.
That's a big deal.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Thank you. Our students were lucky enough for several years. We swept every series.
This is pretty impressive, right?
We did well.
Yeah.
I'm proud of them. You know, the kids work.
Yeah.
You know, and nobody likes losing, especially us.
Yeah.
But if they just pay attention and do what they know how to do at those contests, it's not an issue.
Yeah. That's cool. Hey, thanks again.
Thank you.
All right.